There is a small yet very devoted fan base who loves humans interacting erotically with dinosaurs.
May I ask
Dinosaur
really quickly how you found this?
I walked to the aisles of McKay's, the used book store
and music store in
West Nashville.
They have a lot of stuff.
And they have an entire aisle devoted to paranormal romance, which I thought, oh, that's funny.
There's people doing it with ghosts and stuff like that.
Immediately I thought of vampires, Twilight.
Yeah.
And then you go a little further, and there's a little section of... women who've had relationships with dinosaurs.
That makes me feel better because I thought it was like on your For You page on TikTok, and then I started getting concerned about what you were looking at on your phone.
I feel worse now knowing that there's an entire section
an entire genre. And they say
special time with dinosaurs.
Once you go Velociraptor, you don't go back.
Oh, God.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Over 1,000 episodes strong. A daily recap of everything you missed.
Wow, lucky you, because we're going to talk about dinosaur erotica.
These are romance novels involving a woman or a man attracted to a dinosaur.
Now, you found these books while strolling through the aisles of McKay's, a used bookstore and music store, and it's a whole genre.
So we have 3 titles.
Okay.
I have printed out the covers.
All right.
And I will reveal the titles to you. You'll have to figure out which one of these 3 books is made up.
Okay, so 2 of them are real, 1 of them is not.
That's the scary part.
And we have Tashina on the line in Columbia. Hey, Tashina.
Hi, good morning.
Okay,
hey,
we're gonna let you guess along, okay?
Okay, so
okay.
I'm showing the covers of the books to the rest of the gang. The first one is Brachiosaurus, Built for Pleasure.
God.
Oh, my God.
It's not how long your neck is, it's what you can do with it.
That's right. Okay, the next one is Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer.
Sounds like a Netflix show.
It has a dinosaur and a girl with a bikini.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
2 dinosaurs with the bikinis.
Yeah.
A girl with a bikini. Okay.
I'm really just learning about dinosaurs. I didn't know what an Allosaurus was.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of like a raptor.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But maybe not as angry.
And then our final book of the 3 is Taken by a Pterodactyl, which is a flying bird, flying dinosaur. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you those choices again.
All right.
One of these is not real. Brachiosaurus, Built for Pleasure. Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer.
I want that to be a movie.
Taken by the pterodactyl.
Taken by a pterodactyl. Okay. All right. We'll take our guesses.
Why don't you guys think about it? Is there a reason why you're drawn to one being fake or convinced another one is real?
They're all kind of terrifying.
I think the wet, hot summer Allosaurus is fake.
Is that the fake one, you think?
You sure? Does anybody else think that this Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer book...
That's kind of where I was going, because it sounded like a Netflix show.
Well, there is a movie very similar to the name, but...
Truly.
I also was like, Allosaurus, didn't know that was a thing. Is it, though? I don't know. So I'm starting to lean towards fake.
Allosaurus!
So... You guys are thinking Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer by Lola Faust is a made-up dinosaur fiction novel.
I've read some of her other books, so I think that one's real. I'm going to guess it's Taken by a Pterodactyl.
Okay.
Is the fake one.
All right.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's up to our listener, though.
Tashina.
Tashina,
you're going with Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
I really feel good for somebody who's tuned in just now.
Right?
Tashina, Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer is real.
What? What is an Allosaurus?
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Obviously.
Known for their bedroom abilities, apparently.
Which leaves 2 other books.
All right.
Brachiosaurus, Built for Pleasure, and Taken by a Pterodactyl.
Well, I have to go with the Taken by a Pterodactyl and agree with Jim.
That is also a real book.
Oh, no. I was wrong, too.
So the
one that's made up
is Brachiosaurus, Built for Pleasure.
Oh, God. That makes me feel so icky.
Yes. Wow. So, yes, the one that I made up was the most believable.
That's true.
That's not
job.
all the
Wow.
books I found, though.
Yes. So we'll be playing again.
Yes, in a couple of minutes, about 10 minutes, we're going to play round 2 of Can You Spot the Fake Dinosaur Romance Novel. So there, and it's even tougher.
Yes.
Even tougher than
Even
this first
tougher.
round.
All right,
Also,
Tashia,
just a fun fact, an Allosaurus can go up to 34 miles an hour when it was alive.
how fast do those run? Oh my God.
They're quick.
That's a fast dinosaur.
Sometimes they slow down for stuff.
Okay.
You can go fast or you can go
I'm
slow.
gonna
All right.
puke.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Thank you for
Tashina.
calling.
Stop it.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spade Real Estate. So you stop by Starbucks, get your coffee this morning. And sometimes it can be expensive, depending on what you get.
Sometimes.
A couple in Tulsa bought 2 coffees for $4,500.
Huh?
What?
Obviously, they probably asked for oat milk. But they say that the button on the debit scanner, you know, where you would put in your PIN number and also leave a tip,
Yeah.
the 4 was stuck. So they ended up tipping the barista $4,444.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And I guess
That's so bad for both of them because as a
Yeah.
barista, you might think, oh my gosh, this is them being really nice.
Right.
Like one of those
Yeah.
challenges on social media.
yeah. And I guess they didn't find out about it till they went to buy something else and the card got denied. And I guess they've been waiting to get the money back for like a month. And I guess Starbucks said they sent a check, but I guess both of the checks they sent bounced.
What?
And they said there's another couple of checks on the way. So
This whole
That's
thing is
wild.
shady.
you think it'd be really
weird.
easy to just, refund the debit card. But
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
So you'd think.
Yes. Zach, what you got?
I love this woman named Rosie on TikTok. She's going viral because apparently, like during the pandemic, to keep herself company, she started wandering around cemeteries. Weird and dark, yes, but something cool came out of it. She realized that for some reason, a bunch of headstones had recipes engraved on them.
She's been making all the recipes.
Yeah, so she's been collecting all of the recipes and then making them on TikTok. And so now she's flying to different states to find new recipes on the headstones to kind of honor these families. And she said her favorite one that she's made is called a spritz cookie. I don't know what's in the spritz cookie, but if it's a cookie, I'm eating it. So
If you see some of the videos that she makes of them
Wow.
too, like of the things, it looks really good.
it's really
Because
wild.
all of these are really old tombstones that
Right,
like forever
right.
ago of things that like we don't even know existed at
Yeah,
that time
right.
sometimes.
What if that person died from eating the Spritz cookie?
Okay, well, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, that's
I took a dark story, made it darker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim, what you got?
So people always wonder, like, how often can you wear pajamas, jeans, other clothes and stuff before you have to wash them again? So they have asked the experts, and here's kind of what they said. Like socks and underwear that touch your skin every day, wash those after every use, okay? For other things, it's a matter of, was it touching your skin and how much do you perspire?
Right.
So if you were wearing a hoodie over another shirt, wash the shirt, hoodie's fine, okay? Then they said if you have jeans, this is a hot debate over whether to wash jeans or not.
Or not, yeah.
Right. They said if you don't sweat a lot, you can go maybe a month for even longer if there's no stains or anything.
Their theory makes zero sense. My jeans still touch my
Touch
skin.
your skin, yeah.
It's about what places it touches your skin.
Y'all are
And
nasty.
for those of you,
Does it touch your naughty bits?
that don't wear underwear,
Just say my name next time, Jim.
whatever you are wearing,
At Zach Woodward.
in not wearing underwear, wash that thing. And they said a rule of thumb is, does it smell? And if it does smell,
Okay, but that I feel like is a terrible rule of thumb. That's like college boys are like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, yeah, smells fine,
Yeah, I'll
even
wait
though they
till it
should
doesn't
not be
smell.
wearing it.
Obviously, this is a guy thing. You take it out of the hamper, you smell it, and maybe spray a little, Febreze
Cologne.
on it before you put it on.
okay, that's where the science ends and where our own theories enter.
We're disgusting humans. 107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Welcome back to the exciting world of dinosaur erotica that you probably didn't know was a thing,
Oh, yeah.
but it is.
Romantic relationships with dinosaurs
And humans.
is a real thing, and there are lots of books out there.
Yes.
And I have 3 titles of books about people having a relationship with a dinosaur. Only one of them I made up.
Okay.
The other two are real.
Two are real. One is made up. Michelle in Westmoreland's on the line. Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
Hey, okay. You get to guess along with us, okay?
Great to have you. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Starting with our first title, it's Dino Park After Dark. So, yeah, it's a dinosaur chasing a running woman.
A slightly less clothing woman through the desert.
Through the desert.
Yes.
Oh, man.
To do what he will.
Our next
my
title
God,
of
Woody.
dinosaur fiction here is All My Exes Are T-Rexes.
Oh, I love that.
And she is
I do too.
she's also running from a T-Rex.
Why are they all running? This doesn't seem consensual.
Well, if the T-Rex is her ex, she's probably running away, and he has his teeth snarling, so it's he's angry.
I know.
Yeah.
And this next one,
Probably a custody battle.
This is my favorite. This one is entitled How Stega Got His Groove Back.
A Stegosaurus.
It's a Stegosaurus.
Yes.
How Stega got his groove back. and the woman of his affection is also on the cover. So your three choices are Dino Park After Dark. All My Exes Are T-Rexes. And How Stega Got His Groove Back. Which one of those is not real?
What do you think, Michelle? You got to guess which one the Jim made up?
Do you want some advice from the rest of the gang? Because I'm the only one that knows.
Sure, go for it, guys.
Okay.
For some reason, I feel like How Stega Got His Groove Back is the fake one.
That's what I was thinking,
I agree
too.
with that.
Okay.
It certainly feels like it's not real. Woody, would you also enter that sentence?
I'm going to go with All My Exes Are T-Rexes just because it's too cute to be real.
Okay, so there's two people that say How Stega Got His Groove Back. So our listener, Michelle, what would you say ultimately is your answer? Which one is the fake?
How Stega Got His Groove Back.
Stega got his groove back.
Well, as a matter of fact, How Stega Got His Groove Back is a real book.
Oh, it's real!
Wow.
We're really suck at guessing.
Yeah, we do.
And of the two that are left, Dino Park After Dark, that is real. All My Exes Are T-Rexes is the one that I made up.
All right, Woody got it right.
Woody was right.
Do you have an ex that deserves to be pooped on? We'd like to name a toilet at Dick's Last Resort in your ex's honor, so everyone can go in there and poop on your ex. All you have to do is go to 1075theriver.com and tell us about this ex of yours.
Yes, and we got some wild submissions
There's
thus
been some
far.
really crazy stuff we've heard.
Like Erica, who sent one in that said, he ghosted me after deploying and came home to visit secretly, which is when he stole my belongings and my car, which I never got back.
Wow.
We were married.
Oh, and they were married. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another one too, because this one also, I'm just like, I feel so bad for these people. You
Yeah.
know, like we've all got a really bad ex, so we relate to it.
Oh, yeah.
In a way, maybe not the stealing of the car
Right.
necessarily,
That's
but
pretty extreme, yeah.
But we get the feeling.
Yeah, like Audrey, she was like, he ran his car off the road with me in it, cut me off for my friends, was emotionally abusive, chatted with Instagram models behind my back, and didn't support my dreams of being in theater because I might have to kiss someone else.
Oh, so
All right.
Which
it's
is
okay
so
for him to
messed
do it,
up.
but not for her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of double
Lot of
standards and
red flags here.
issues. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a
we're
heads
gonna-
up, none of you deserve any of this.
Those are just a few of the examples.
Right. And we're gonna pick a toilet in the girls' room and in the boys' room at Dick's Last Resort, and also you get a gift certificate you can spin there.
Yep, and it's going to have their first name up on the stall. So if if anybody wonders who it is they're doing it for, yeah, they're going to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So just go to 1075theriver.com. It's not too late to get in your entry.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
Graciously volunteering for our game for the ladies in the audience, we have Holly in Gallatin. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Good morning. For the guys, we have Josh. He's in Bowling Green. Hello, Josh.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
All right.
Let's do a get acquainted question. Holly, tell us the dorkiest thing about you.
I have a large collection of dinosaur erotica books.
Is that real?
good,
You just
Holly.
making it up because we just talked about it. Yeah.
We earlier in the show we did a segment on real books of romance with dinosaurs that if you want to hear it, it is spectacular, and it's on the Woody and Jim Show podcast about noon today.
Yeah. A little after 8, we'll have another round of it. So
Yes.
if you can't get enough dinosaur erotica.
Exactly. Josh, what's the dorkiest thing about you not related to anything we've done on the show today?
I like math.
Do you?
Okay.
Are you a numbers guy? You like to crunch them?
I think I like to do it. So,
Excellent. Well, good
I'm
for you.
terrible at math, so
The world needs you.
That's right.
I'm the opposite, so.
All right.
Josh, we're always going to need you.
That's right.
The game is about to begin here.
All right.
We have a screw for both of you.
Here we go. We start with a multiple choice question. Holly, listen carefully. When you're snow skiing, are the most difficult trails marked with a circle, a triangle, or a diamond?
Diamond?
Diamond is right.
Nice.
Diamond trails.
All right, Josh. Did the Princess Diaries movies star Kate Hudson, Anne Hathaway, or Lindsay Lohan?
Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. One apiece. Holly, besides The Last of Us, Pedro Pascal has the title role in what Star Wars series?
Oh, goodness. And he likes math. He probably likes Star Wars.
That's kind of a burn, but probably not.
Out of time.
No.
Oh, sorry.
The Mandalorian is what we were looking for. You ran out of time.
No point there.
All right, Josh, your turn. You buy your partner an amethyst ring. What color is an amethyst?
Oh gosh, is it like pink?
It's purple.
Purple.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
in the vicinity, but not what we were looking
Okay,
for. It's
tied
still
up.
1-1.
Tied up one apiece. Still both have your screws left. Holly, what's the difference between regular beer and high gravity beer?
The amount of a screw.
Okay.
Okay. Josh,
She gave up halfway through.
what's the difference between regular beer and high gravity beer?
It's like how it's made. High gravity beer is really stronger.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Kind of.
Yeah, it's
It's got-
stronger
it-
as
It's
in
as
more.
high gravity
It's
has
got more
alcohol.
alcohol in it. Yeah, it's stronger.
So we're going to have
I
to.
guess we'll have to
give
you
that to Josh.
I've also never heard of a high gravity beer, so that's news to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go into liquor stores, they have a big sign that says
Yeah.
high gravity beer.
Sometimes
Clearly, I
at-
don't pay attention, or Woody.
at a brew house. it was-
I don't-
I didn't even know who was talking.
I
just
don't
there.
look up from the floor when I'm in the liquor store.
I think
That's what
better off for
that's
me.
what Baptists do. They don't make eye contact with anybody in the liquor store.
That's right. I don't know you. I don't know you. That means that Josh is our winner.
Well done, Josh.
Found myself in a very awkward situation when I went to the Preds game last night.
Tell
Okay.
more.
So I go to the game. They haven't played in a couple of weeks because of a break.
All-Star break, yeah.
All-Star, and I was very excited to go. And when I got there, I realized as they were, doing the pregame stuff that in the row in front of me and just a couple of seats over was my former pastor at my church who retired.
Uh-huh.
And I'm very excited. Love him. Father
Yeah,
Pat,
yeah.
wonderful guy. And then next to him is the Bishop of Nashville.
Wow.
Who is also a person I just met a couple of times, but wonderful person, right? Really great. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. So then we start the game, and the Predators, like pretty early in the game, scored an amazing goal. Okay. And the tradition, if you've not been to a Predators game, is to have a taunt for the goalie. Okay?
Yeah.
To remind him that he sucks.
Right. And it's not mean. Even
No.
goalies that played here and then came back with another
Right.
team heard the chant that they suck and have laughed about
It's
it.
just
right?
part of the game, and they
Exactly.
laugh it off, yeah.
But as we're like the other goalie's name was Hill. So everybody in the arena is yelling, Hill, Hill. You suck. It's all your fault.
Right.
It's all your fault. And as I'm in the middle of that, because I'm into it,
Yes.
I realize who's sitting near me and can hear everything I say. And they're like, it's all your fault. It's all your fault, my brother in Christ. You know, I was like trying to.
You were trying to dampen it down for the bishop and the
So
priest?
you had said hello to them at one point then.
I waved.
They knew you were,
just
they
making
knew
sure
you were
they knew
there.
that you were there.
They knew
Okay.
I was there. They knew I was there. And so I kind of added that to the end. I'm like, okay, I saved myself.
Were they chanting or not?
No, they weren't chanting.
Okay.
But
That's a lot less fun.
yeah, but then
The chants are the best part.
Yeah.
The camaraderie.
And
Everybody has one goal together.
I know, I love that. And that's what makes the game so much fun, even when they were terrible like they were last night. They were.
Yeah,
Dang.
we came in second.
They were very bad. Yeah. After that first goal, it just was terrible. But there was a play in which one of their players tripped our guy, and it was obvious. Like, it was so obvious.
Should have been a penalty.
The whole arena noticed, and then finally the referee blew his whistle and announced the penalty. And we're like, oh, thanks for noticing, right? And he says, like, oh, so-and-so from Las Vegas, 2 minutes for tripping. And I had to stop myself mid-scream. I go, well, no, constipated Sherlock.
So you really,
So now, you had to come up with new words.
Yeah.
you really had to get creative there.
I had to get creative, but I did it in the moment. Like, it wasn't like I was really proud. I think it was a small miracle that I stopped myself from saying the words I would normally say, and found other substitutions. So
Because then you would have to go to the confessional.
yeah, then I would have had to. I could have done it right there, though.
That's it.
You would have
Yeah.
saved you time.
Convenient thing is I could have just moved a couple seats over. and
Give me
done
my Hail Marys at the concession stand, would you? Thanks.
I'm proud of you, Jim.
Well, thank you.
I would not have been able to do it myself.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Ricky, you've got a story making us happy.
Have you guys ever heard of a wind telephone? Wind telephone.
WIND?
Yep.
Nope, never heard of it.
Okay, so it's something that has been used for years. It's very popular in Japan. A wind telephone is a rotary phone that is hooked up to essentially nothing, but you can call a loved one who has passed away with this phone. Like, you use their phone number and you can have a one-way conversation with a loved one who has passed away.
So you tell them all the things you wish you told them when they were alive.
Exactly. It's a grieving process for a lot of people.
It helps you move past the loss.
I like
Right. So now we have one in East Nashville. A woman has just constructed the phone booth in East Nashville, and she welcomes everybody to come and to use it as a way to grieve your loved ones and have a nice, like, loving conversation with them. As we know, like, their phone numbers, typically, somebody passes away and somebody else can end up with a phone number, so you can't actually call them anymore from your regular phone. So this isn't, like I said, hooked up to anything. It's a wind phone. So there's nothing but the wind, essentially. You're just talking to yourself.
I think that's really important.
Self-closure, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So if you want to use it, it's at 1425 Rosebank Avenue in East Nashville, and it's opened up to the community. So stop on by and have a conversation.
That's really cool.
I like that. That's really
I
cool.
think there's a lot of people that just would like to get stuff off their chest and help move on.
And it really feels like you're doing something when you're actually talking on a phone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
that's
next
nice.
to a
That's
little
cool.
free library, too. So if you feel like you want to then, read a book to relax, you have a double stop there.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Very good. That's what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher have a new movie coming out on Friday called Your Place or Mine. It's coming out on Netflix. So they've been doing like all of the press circuits. And people are really dumb and trolling them.
People are
You
always
just stop
so
right
annoying
there.
about this.
Yeah, you really don't
People
need
are stupid.
evidence.
Yeah.
But what the heck? Tell us.
So apparently last weekend they were like on the red carpet together, and people are saying they showed a quote unquote lack of chemistry, saying that they looked so awkward together that it sparked speculation that they despised and hated each other.
So dumb.
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher has responded to E! News and was like, listen, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. If I put my arm around Reese and act all friendly, the gossip will be that we're having an affair. But if I put my hands in my pockets so that there's no chance of that rumor, people start whispering that we don't like each other. So I can't win either way.
Both are true.
Right. They should just put them both in straitjackets and wheel them down the red carpet.
Apparently so. Like we've said this a million times on the show. Boys and girls are allowed to be friends. So if they're on the red carpet being all friendly because they're in a movie together, let them live.
They were at work.
Yeah.
And the movie, Your Place or Mine, makes it sound like it's a romantic comedy, so
It does sound like a rom-com.
Yeah.
They're actors.
Also, I'm pretty sure Reese Witherspoon knows better because Mila Kunis would smack it down on Reese Witherspoon if anything happened.
She's got rage and tenacity, I think. Yeah.
But if Reese had to defend herself, I don't know if I would. I don't know who to put
who
money
would win
on.
that fight?
I think she'd get a little scrappy.
I think they're both pretty impressive.
Yeah, so I'm just leave people alone. Let them walk the red carpet. If he wants to put his hands in his pocket, let him put his hands in his pocket.
Exactly.
If he wants to put his arm around her because they're friends, cool. As long as it's consensual, put your arm around her.
Yeah.
There's my
It's fine.
TED Talk of the day.
There you go.
Leave people alone.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
Well, with Valentine's Day right around the corner, you got to figure out something to buy for your ex. Duh. So Topo Chico, the hard seltzer, is offering a surprise treat you can send someone for Valentine's Day. So you can order a real-life scorpion that's safe to eat, and it comes dipped in strawberry guava coating.
Strawberry guava sounds real good.
It does sound good. It even comes in a heart-shaped box.
I say hold the scorpion, send the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all the stuff that's coated in.
Yeah, so you can send it to your ex if you need to. Send them a chocolate-covered scorpion so you can really troll them. But I'm honestly not mad about even eating the scorpion. It's kind of good for you, right? Fiber.
Protein. I'm
Protein, yeah. Can't be bad. It's only $6.99, so I might give it a whirl. Jim?
I have very bad news for some people. Magic Mike's Last Dance, which comes out in theaters this weekend.
I saw so many commercials for it last night.
Has no nudity.
What?
Well, why don't they just tell people don't go see it?
The director, Soderbergh, said to me, it's about sexy. It's not about sex per se. And whether the movie is explicit, there's no nudity.
Not even a bare butt?
No.
There's never been nudity, has there?
He says there's not even a thong. And yet, it was our desire to make a sexy movie. What sexy is intimacy and genuine emotion, something that feels alive and electric and has the potential for vulnerability. That can be sexy.
Yeah, and a lot of people like the tease, so.
So, there you go. You've been warned. You won't see nudity.
So Twitter is testing something out and nobody's happy about it. They said back, a few months ago, Elon Musk was like, we're going to eventually make it so that you can have 4,000 character tweets.
Whoa, no.
I don't want to hear that much from people.
They are officially testing it out. It's only for the Twitter Blue subscribers right now, but nobody's happy about it because of the fact that literally takes away the whole freaking point of Twitter.
I don't want to read anybody's monologue on Twitter.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear your whole manifesto.
No.
Exactly. Nobody actually wants it except for Elon Musk. So he's trying it out. I'm sure everybody's going to complain about it, and it won't actually go through. So fingers crossed that it doesn't work.
I'm wondering if they're proposing changes just to get people riled up, just to keep people talking about
I could
the
totally see
platform.
that.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a very Elon Musk thing to do.
Absolutely. He loves to troll.
107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. Zach, you have an influencer story.
Yeah, so I'm going to set it up with, at the end, I want you guys to tell me who you think is in the right and who's in the wrong. So there's two people in this scenario.
Okay.
There is this girl on TikTok that claims to be a fitness influencer that was doing a live stream in a park. And an old man goes to sit on a bench behind her.
Yeah.
And she confronts him on the live stream. And so this is a part of their conversation that I want you to tell me, do you think he is in the right or she is in the right?
Right, this is a bench that I sit on every day. So, there's plenty of room in this park, in the loft. So, all you've got to do is just ask us to move the camera around then.
I can't move it because it's on the floor.
She wants him to move.
Yeah.
What, do you mean my face is ruining your
They
shot?
want to see me in the shot.
Oh, I don't want to move.
There was a bench literally up there.
Why didn't you go film on that bench then?
Because I'm already filming here. I was here before you were.
Enough said. Look, if you don't like the answer, don't ask the question.
Well, I was asking you something nice, but now I'm kind of telling you. You're in the shot now.
You're telling me?
you're not going to want to see an old man start.
Oh, I'm an old man now. Are you bringing ages into it, love?
I'm just it's a live stream. This is live.
Ooh, can't have an old man in it.
You're ruining it.
That's
So
what she's saying.
she confronts the old man on the bench and is
Wants
like,
him
hey.
to move somewhere else so that she can do her live feed there.
Yes. And he's like, yo, I sit here every single day.
Yeah.
And she's set up where that bench is in the background of her shot. So if anybody's sitting on the bench, like he decided to, they're in her shot.
Yeah.
And she's thought they're ruining her shot.
I love him.
Especially because he's an old guy. She did say that.
His response of, what, you think my face is going to ruin your shot? They don't want to see me?
You don't bring ageism into it?
Yeah.
She did say that she was there first, did she not?
She did say she was there first.
Okay.
But
And
it
he
also
came up.
is a public park.
It is public.
So it's not like he walked into her backyard and sat down.
Yeah.
This is public property. You can sit wherever you want.
So he did point out the fact that there's another bench like just a few feet away.
But maybe the light wasn't right
That
there.
he could, either move. I guess we could say he could move to that other bench because she asked him nicely first, then not so nicely. And then we could also say she could just move over a few feet and not have that bench in the shot if it's that important.
Mm-hmm.
So who's in the right and who's in the wrong? You can text us 64895, put WJ in the message. Standard message and data rates apply. Or you can just call us 615-737-9107.
Okay, we have Sandra on the line in Nashville. Hey, Sandra.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so whose side are you on?
Can you hear me? I'm like, are you for real? Of course the little girl was wrong.
The little girl was wrong. Okay.
She was 100% wrong.
We
But
have
I'm not
another
surprised-
caller.
Yeah, we have Jason and Mount Juliet. Now, you take the influencer side on this, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you guys need to fight. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, all right.
You know what the problem is? Unfortunately, a lot of younger people today, that's her life. That influencer thing, that's what she does for a living, is fine. I'm proud of her. But that man had a life before. People had a life and had a way of living before you started this. The man goes to the park. It's a public place. If you want privacy, you pay get a permit, go to some place where you're going to pay for your lot, and no one can step in. It's a public park. Are you serious? People have rights just as much as you have rights.
Okay, let's go to Jason in Mount Juliet. Let's see his case in which he feels the influencer is right.
I just think it was just being a park bench perv. I mean, that is what that was. I'm speaking from experience because I'm a personal trainer, and in the spring and summer months, we go to different parks. We'll be down Centennial or out Nashville West.
I've seen those, yeah.
All of a sudden, when there's 4 or 5 women and 2 men working out, the women that are exercising will continue to run around the park, but the men all of a sudden want to take a break, want to sit down, want to, take a load off. So I'm just figuring out of experience, he was just being a perv and saw someone out there working out, and he decided, today I want to sit here.
That's kind of reading a lot into it, but okay.
Okay, so maybe he was being creepy.
I think he was.
So
all the time.
I never see him at the creepy guy meetings that I go to all the time, so I don't know.
Not at all.
He's probably in the back in the bench.
Sandra, do you have a rebuttal?
Of course, and if he wants to if they want to sit down and watch, that's fine too. That's their constitutional right. It's a park; they can sit there. I've had the same experience. I was in Starbucks. A young man wants to film something. I go to sit down with my daughters, and he gives me this look, and he starts fussing and arguing. Even his friend was embarrassed by his attitude. I said, young man, all you had to do was ask me to please move, explain something. This is not your property. I can sit here. You realize that? And even people around him couldn't believe his attitude because he thinks his life matters more than mine. Or what he's doing is important than what I am doing. And that is the problem that we have. You could be influenced all you want, but you got to recognize the fact that if you're doing this in a public area, you may not have complete privacy.
Right.
All right. Well,
I
thank
think
you
there
for
is
you guys.
a certain attitude of entitlement.
Sandra is heated this morning.
Yeah.
All right. You've made some cases. Let's find out if anybody else has other opinions and find out in the room, who do we side with, the influencer or the guy that wouldn't move?
Pam is in Columbia. Now, you do this for a living. You're a videographer?
No, I am not. I'm saying that she was a professional.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That she,
Your
as
text
a
made it sound like that.
videographer. So what about her being a videographer enters into this? Tell us what you think.
She should, as a professional, take her entire environment into consideration. And if she didn't want unknown people in her background, she should not have put benches in her background.
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
It's like standing in front of a bus stop and then getting
Then
ticked
getting
off
upset if
when
people
the bus
stop at the
comes.
bus stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just put your camera set up so it's not in a place where people sit down. It's not even like he sat down on top of a garbage can or something. He sat down on a place where people are expected to sit down.
Yeah.
Also,
Sit down, yep. Or change the time of day where it's not high traffic area.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is like, what if he was just like walking by, and do you think she would have got as mad if like, hey, you've ruined my shot because you're in it, even though he's just walking by in a public park?
I think she wanted the passerbyers, but I don't think she wanted somebody to sit and stay. Maybe.
She did.
I don't know. Obviously,
she did mention she did mention she didn't want him in the shop because he was old.
Right. Well, then don't go to a park. But
Right,
even though
right.
if you are in the park, don't put where traffic would be in your background. You can show that you're in a park without having passerbys by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good
will
point.
say this, though. What I think, and I wonder, the guy says that, hey, I sit on this park bench every day. Does he really? Or did he just sit down and want to make some trouble? And I kind of admire that because it's kind of funny. But was he looking for trouble? Was he going to sit on another bench and said, oh, look, this girl's doing her shot.
I could ruin this.
I could be a pest. Right.
Yeah. Or, kind of like the first person who was in favor of her, is he a park bench perv? Obviously we don't know either. Aside from, hers, because she's blatantly stating her objectivity, we don't know his.
Right. What do you think, Ricky?
I don't think that she did anything wrong, but I also don't think that he did anything wrong.
I find it hard to blame either one of them.
Yeah, because I feel like she wanted to go to the park and do a workout session, which is totally fine. She's allowed to do that. She's allowed to put her camera wherever she wants. He's also allowed to sit wherever he wants.
This is a public park.
I think where they went wrong is the way that they both approached it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because
he got a little...
he got very heated very quickly, and then she started calling him an old man, which didn't help the situation.
That didn't help,
both of them, the way that they reacted to the situation, I think is where they both went wrong. But originally, I'd be like, well, they're allowed to do whatever they want to do.
I feel like it would be even better if she approached him and was like, hey, do you mind moving? I'm filming a video here. And he says no. Then I would be like, cool, do you want to be in the video with me? Like, that would be so fun.
But that's also not her, like, she doesn't have to do that.
And she's already kind of stated she doesn't want an old person in a shot with her. She thinks, but
I also don't think that that's what I don't think that's not what she wanted. I think she went after his age after he was being rude about the situation.
Possibly.
Right.
I don't think she cared that he was old. I think it could have been a young, hot dude, and she still wouldn't want him in the shot because she wanted everybody to focus on her and her movements.
That could be.
I think it's just that she went for the easy, like, low blow. Was like, well, I don't want an old man in my video because he was being rude about it.
Right.
I think they both just stooped to a very low level very quickly.
They both went to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Maybe next time she should bring somebody with her that can say, hey, we're shooting a shot here. Would you mind? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That way, maybe he wouldn't have sat there in the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah. Just turn your camera away from that spot where there's no place where somebody would come sit and down. It's a chair. It's a bench. It's made for that. You should have saw that coming.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.